Why, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Play Shadow of the Colossus. It's your host with the most, for Meter 421, and we're going to dive right into boss number 3. Shrine Worship. But this time we'll say that we have defeated 2 in this case, but we'll have a little 2 next to ours because we're doing something really special with this little video because I have beaten the game already once, and I'm not going to beat the game again. So, as you might have already noticed, my commentary has already changed kind of differently, which I'll explain later on. And there's a really good reason why, because it's just really dumb. I mean, you'll really find out if you see the previous videos, but then you compare them to the new videos and loading screen. Look at that, ooh, circle, man. And if you compare that to the other videos, I mean, you're going to notice that if I just talk like myself, instead of just trying to act all informative, we'll be all cool. We're dead. Watch as how a deceased wanderer lies there motionless. Oh, okay, never mind, he's awake. That shouldn't have happened. I completely understood every single word of it, hung on to it like as if it was to my dear life. Anyways, welcome back to Let's Play Shadow of the Colossus. I am here for Meter 421, and we are here waiting for our trusty steed known as Aggro. Welcome back, buddy. How are you? Anyways, let's talk about these sporadic updates. Okay, our next boss today, we're going to be finding this guy named Gaius. Apparently some jester... I have no clue. Okay, basically his name is Romanian descent. I am not sure why they even use that name. Gaius is similar to the word Caius, as in Caius Cascades. That's only in the game where I've actually heard him, the name Caius from because of Morrowind. So anyways, yeah. Anyways, we're going to find this guy. But anyways, I will also... talk about why the commentary is a little different this time around. As you might expect that there might be some informative commentary, there is some informative commentary, but I have to talk about this though first, because again, the sporadicness of the updates are kind of killing me, and I'm not going to try to write maybe a whole paragraph or an essay trying to figure out what kind of commentary I'm going to say for this episode. And if I did do that, I'd be just wasting my time because I have no time. So yeah, either way though, okay, so let's play Shadow of the Colossus again. A magnificent game by Fumito Ueda. I did not get the name right, probably, but it's a magnificent game by Fumito Ueda. With his very excellent design and putting the least possible you can put within this game. Again, I sort of have to explain this because we're going to be talking about the subtractive gameplay, or the subtractive storytelling, I meant. The storytelling here is usually, you expect some sort of given goal to you, or some sort of, like, hey, there's some backstory going on here. We got to talk about it because we got to like talking about the whole world. Let the player immerse themselves. You got to breathe in. What is going on here? Aggro, don't fall off. And you guys sort of just gotta take in what's going on here. But in this game, it's not the case. In this game, again, the term subtractive storytelling comes back to us. It comes back to us telling us that, hey, I'm not going to tell you much, but it's just led up to the player to figure out what is going on in this game. So, again, this is a fantastic way to talk about the storytelling because it's just awesome. I mean, personally, I love the way the story is being told in this game, that there's literally no story. So I think that's pretty cool, but then again, though, it also leaves some sort of hatred from other players because, again, the game's easily spoiled. Like, you talk about anything, like, hey, look at that rock, you spoiled the game. So, that's a little bit of an issue. I'm not being very talky because I have to, again, you guys have to bear with me here, that I need to talk about with, sort of the, me being gone, and I have to talk about some things about the game as well. other games though, which are pretty popular, which I found pretty popular, that include the subtractive storytelling, is Knit Stories. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this game called Knit Stories. I mean, post in the comments if you guys have or have not. But the game Knit Stories is a fantastic game as well. It's actually a really indie game. Well, aggro. It's an indie game, and basically it's one of those games that you never really talk about, which are free on the internet. By the way, you can just go to the website. It's made by Niflas. I don't know if you guys ever heard of them, but Knit Stories is again one of those games that you can make the game extremely subtractive. Like you can put a real big subtractive storytelling element inside the game, which you just let the story tell you let the game tell a story for you, which is pretty cool. But hold on here. Stop aggro. Okay, we're gonna have a cutscene going on here. We're gonna sort of stroll right in here because we want to make it look cool as possible. Go this way. Aggro, you control like a tank. Come on. Okay. And he literally does control like a tank. I don't like the way Aggro controls. I mean, if you compare it to like Legend of Zelda or something, you have Epona, or whichever one you name your horse. Like my friend, Mr. Game Guy, decided to name his stupid horse Philip. I don't know why. Why'd you do that? But I have to admit, though, I mean, even just to be all silly in the game, you have to admit all the immersiveness that this game provides for you is just truly magnificent. It really is. I mean, if you guys have never heard this game, you guys gotta try it out at least once. It's not only just a game, it's an experience. Aggro doesn't want to work with me here, so I'm going to jump off of him. Put this away so I don't cut myself by accident, and we're going to walk over here. You can see this platform right over there. Our goal is to reach the top of this here platform, and you see sort of structure on top as well. That guy right there, that's our next boss, and we're going to take him out. Alright, guys. This boss, personally, though, is one of my favorites. He is one of the first bosses in the game that becomes an actual threat to the player, which is really cool because the other two bosses, what the hell? Oh, the other two bosses, they weren't really going after you. Maybe Quadratus, just a little bit, but not. But this boss is definitely going after you. He's out for some blood, and this guy just immediately targets you. I mean, maybe if you like sort of provoke the first two bosses, aggro, shut up. They won't really attack you. Okay, I can't say shut up to aggro. I like him. He's pretty cool. Anyways, though, but this boss is again. You're left right there in one single arena, and you're there to take him out, and he knows you're there to take him out, so he's going to go after you instead. Again, survival of the fittest here, and that's what's really cool. This is again one of the harder bosses, and this is where the puzzle element to each boss becomes more eminent, or becomes more apparent to the player, which is really cool. And look at this. This is just like, I love the style here. It just looks very I'm not sure how to call it, but there are these many structures that look extremely similar to certain areas. I think they were in Egypt. I'm not sure because I looked up the structures, and they have been designed based off of these structures, and I think they have been designed. I'm not sure if Fumito Ueda has actually planned to make them look similar to this. I'm not sure, but I think they do, and I'm not sure which structures they look like, but they will look alarmingly similar, which is really cool. Maybe he had the idea to put them. And look at this! Wow, we have such a view from up here. Wow, too bad you never got to go over there for some reason. I'm looking for also a dark cloud. There's a shrouded area in this game which becomes look at that. There are the other two bosses. By the way, if you guys have never noticed this, in Shadow of the Colossus, where you'd have defeated the previous bosses, beams of light shoot out from there. This marks where the other bosses were fought and defeated. It's kind of a nice touch. It's also useful as for navigation purposes as well. So it can help you to not go back to the same area where you have defeated the previous boss, which is really useful to help you not getting lost because this area is huge. The Forbidden Lands in Shadow of the Colossus are again, they're ginormous. What am I gonna say about that? Ooh. Okay, I gotta be careful. Don't hold the triangle button for this part. It's been a while since I played this game, so you're gonna have to bear with me here. There we go, and nice. Alright. I kind of get stuck within the geometry in this area for some reason. I have no idea why. It's because the camera angles get a little bit weird. I don't know if you guys have ever gotten stuck within the geometry of this area, but I know I have a couple times. And look at that. A giant slump of rock over there. What the heck? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the tyrannical, the juristic, or whatever it's called, Gaius. This guy is one bad mofo, and he's out for some blood. Blood from a little man known as Wanda. Okay, now this is going to be interesting though. Listen to the music. That's just the first big hint. The first big hint why I say it's just listen to the music, because it's not because you're trying to play DDR here, no. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to see if you're doing something right. So far you can obviously tell we're not doing something right, and roll. He missed. Anyways, I guess we'll climb right on. We can climb onto the sword and use it to get leverage. I fell off. Splat. Okay. Okay, now the camera is not working with me here. Last minute. Okay, that's not working out for us very well. As you can see, I'm trying to do something here, but it's not working out for me very well. Whoa. Alright. Now, I guess I'll just do this for the sake of example. Okay, one big thing you're going to notice is that I cannot climb him. Oh no! Wander is now hopelessly lost in the world of Shadow of the Colossus. But there is one answer though. And we kind of have to... Whoa, what the heck? Okay, well this camera angle is just getting weird, so we're just gonna let go and get off here. Alright. And we have to sort of lead him somewhere. And this is where it becomes kind of difficult. Okay, now he's gonna attack. And dodge roll! That missed. Yikes, yikes, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up! Come on, we can't have an unconscious hero right now, seriously. Okay, we're gonna have to get this guy's attention, because there is one answer. If you notice the way he's swinging that sword, you can probably tell that he is trying to strike the ground. Well, what if he strikes something metallic? Well, let's find out, shall we? One thing I found kind of interesting of Gaius is the name is Gaius. It's apparently like supposed to be, again, like I guess a what's it called, a pronomen for Caius. And I thought that was kind of interesting, because you really don't pay attention to why the names, or you really don't look up as to why some of these characters or these bosses are called these names. And from what I saw, is Gaius actually means some sort of tyrannical, high end, like high up there politician maybe, or somebody who's tyrannical and has lots of power. Now this is where it's gonna get a little tricky. Let's see if I can try to make him, and swing! I got smushed. Oh, I'm not dead yet. Okay, good. That's the weird thing about this boss. You have to try to like get it timed right. This is a little more challenging than the other bosses, if you might have obviously noticed. And you're gonna swing right there, and bam! As the music cues, a confused Gaius is now left vulnerable. I love this music, I have to admit though. This music is just simply amazing. Swing again. Here we go! Alright, good. Whoa! Now, as you can tell, his arm is now exposed. We can now climb up his armor. We can now climb up beyond his armor, and we can start going up to his weak spots. Gaius has 2 weak spots on his character, one on the head and one on the stomach. Preferable to get the one on the head first because you can just easily get on the head easily and then drop down to the stomach via gravity. Gaius knows that we're on him, and he's going to try to shake us off. That's where it becomes kind of interesting. Oh, whoa, I don't want to fall down there yet. Take a sword. If I just took out an arrow, I mean, what the heck am I going to do? Shoot him in the head? Boogie down. Alright. Run up to his head here. One mortal stab. Hey, what's up, Gaius? You have some sort of duck beak thing going on there in your face. Alright. I think this might be the last stab. I'm not too sure. There's a way you can cancel out his movements, though. And now this emblem has now glowed and vanished. We have to go back. We have to go down to the stomach now, which is going to be interesting to reach. Because sometimes you can actually miss it for some reason. Hey, 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 hey. Calm your tits, buddy. Come on, let's go. And we're gonna slide on down. Whoa! I just find it so weird how the physics work in this game. I really do. You seem extremely floaty, which is I kind of find funny. Okay. Now when you're on his stomach, he's not gonna be able to shake you off that bad until you reach. Whoa! Hey. Until you reach the front. What's interesting though is when I saw this game advertised, I just found it so mystifying how the Colossi would look in this game. Alright, there goes one. Second stab. And we died. Whoa, 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 what the? Wander, what'd you do there? Hey, we got up and now we're dead. Wait a minute. Wander did some sort of back roll and ow. Right on the face. Anyways, join us next time to fight the next Colossi known as Phaedra. Phaedra, the one inside the woods, which is probably one of my favorite bosses actually because the cow is so cool there. So anyways, for Media421, logging out, and I hope you keep on watching. Stay tuned. Holy crap, it's a bird!